We're back at another village hall, getting ready to start some classes in a little bit, but I thought we'd take a little bit of a walk and check out the area. Now, up there behind those trees is a train line, and this little village used to have its own train station. Can you guess where we are? Anyway, let's go, let's walk and let's talk. Another shout out to a viewer who asked the question about carbs and porridge. What great questions they are, because you know, there's lots of talk about carbs, as you know, in the media. Are they good? Are they bad? So let's just dissect that a little bit. We talk about simple carbs and complex carbs. Simple carbohydrates get absorbed into your system very quickly, and complex carbohydrates get absorbed into your system slower. So simple carbs, things like fruits, get absorbed quickly, and complex carbs, things like porridge, vegetables, brown rice, whole wheats, they get absorbed into your system. I don't know what this is, but I need to ask someone, because this is really, this wall here is quite nice actually, isn't it? Get absorbed into your system slower. Now, going back to porridge and why I think porridge is a really good go-to is porridge is what's known as water soluble. Water soluble means that it dissolves in water. So when you have porridge, what it's doing is it's helping, when it goes into your stomach, it gets absorbed by the liquids in your stomach, and it helps you to feel fuller for longer, and it slows the digestion down. So that's what we want. So for those of you who have seen my porridge bowl, you know that I start my day with a huge bowl of porridge, and that will last me 8 hours. So you know, I usually start eating sometime around 5 a.m. and that will last me all the way through till 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just keep grazing on it, and that's what I do. That's my method of eating. I graze. So in my humble opinion, you know, this is a new village for me, so I'm just gonna walk in different directions and see what we see. I don't have a problem with carbohydrates at all, and it's all about eating everything in proportion. I don't limit carbohydrates, I don't limit proteins, I don't limit fat. I just eat everything in proportion, and that's what works for me. Now, everyone is going to be different. Everyone is going to have a different experience with what they eat, but this is what works for me. So here's the church. This is quite nice actually, isn't it? Just take a quick look at this while we're passing through it. These villages all have lovely churches, don't they? You know, isn't this lovely? Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. A little bit of rain, but hopefully we'll be able to get through. So I don't limit anything that I eat. I just eat everything in proportion, and that's what our bodies were designed to do. If you limit your carbohydrate intake, your body is going to find a way. Let's just look this way a little bit. Your body is going to find a way of turning protein into carbohydrates. So that's the issue that I have when people say they try to limit carbohydrate intake. There's good carbs and there are bad carbs. You want to stay away from white bread, all right? You want to stay away from sugary drinks, and you want to focus on the good carbs, things like vegetables. Like within my diet, okay, now we're getting to quite nice now. Within my diet is made up of lots of veg, and I've done a video on what my plate looks like, and there's just absolutely tons of veg on my plate. Couscous, brown rice, rye vita. These are all good, healthy options that you can go with that are going to deliver complex carbohydrates that are going to get absorbed into your system slowly. Now, as I said, this is all new to me, so I really have no idea. But we'll probably come back down here another day because there's just a lot to explore. So they're going to get absorbed into your system slowly. So porridge, I have no issue with that. But when you're looking for your porridge, look for the thick cut oats, because you know sometimes you can get that very fine cut oats. Not the best, because the thicker the cut of the oats, the more liquid it can absorb, and that helps to slow the digestive process in your stomach. So look for thick cut oats. All right, look at that, isn't that lovely? Back over here, we'll definitely have to explore this a little bit more. Wow, beautiful skies. Cloudy, had a little bit of rain today. Hasn't rained much this springtime, so you know we do need the rain. But anyway, yes, so look for the thick cut oats, and yeah, I don't have a problem with porridge whatsoever. And a lot of the information that I'm going to share with you is stuff that I've read in my textbooks and stuff that I've come across in my daily reading. And what I would say is that what I try to do is carbohydrates might make up about maybe 50%, 50 to 60% of my daily diet. And then we have good healthy fats. When we talk about good healthy fats, what do we mean? Things like omega-3 fatty oils, things that are found in oily fish, olive oil, things like that. Look at that, just giving you a view of what's going on over here. Absolutely lovely, isn't it? Honestly, these views are just to die for, aren't they? Absolutely to die for. And protein, somewhere around 10 to 15%. That's the view that I take. I don't limit myself from eating anything. If I feel like I want to have a chocolate muffin, which I don't do very often, but if I want to have a chocolate muffin, I'll have a chocolate muffin. I probably won't eat a whole chocolate muffin all at once. I'll probably cut it in half and eat a little bit and then eat another little bit, but I'll have it. So, and that's how I see things. I don't limit what I eat whatsoever in the least. Everything in moderation. It's starting to rain here a little bit, so I'm probably gonna end up heading back. But just once again, absolutely beautiful views. Wow. Just look at this. Doesn't get any better, does it? Now there is lake, river, somewhere, it's a lake somewhere around here. I'm not quite sure which direction it is. But we're going to take some walks along there at some point. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question about carbs and specifically porridge. If you do have any more questions, please keep the questions coming, because you know, this is how I'm happy to share the limited knowledge that I have, and if I don't have an answer, I'll go and try to find the answer. But yeah, so this is a forum that we can hopefully share and learn from each other. I'm not just here to give you what I think. I'm here to listen as well and to take on board, you know, whatever anyone has to say. But yeah, once again, thank you so much, and drop a comment and I'll be happy to answer your questions the best way I can. But just looking at this, once again, lovely sky. Look at that sky. Look at that sky. Beautiful, isn't it? I will see you in a minute. Just thought I'd roll the camera again. You know, every time I take 2 steps, I end up seeing something again that's just lovely to look at. You know, wow, it's just idyllic. Village life in Somerset. Rolling the camera again, so we're just kind of walking back towards the village hall here now. You know, look at these cottages, aren't they lovely? Yeah, a lot of these cottages are hundreds of years old. I mean, it's just absolutely lovely, isn't it? Every little turn there's something. Back to the church again. Look at that. There's no need to talk in a lot of the time. Let's just look, take in what's going on around you. That's all. So when I mentioned earlier on that there are train tracks, it's up behind those trees where the train track is. Don't know where the train station was in this little village, but yeah. These walks are a great way to lower your blood pressure, and we all have them. No matter where you are, no matter where you live, you can find a green space and uncover a mini adventure. And that's what this is all about, just going out and finding mini adventures wherever you live. I love trees, honestly. I can't get enough of trees. You know, I am going to wrap it up now because I've got to go get ready for my class. But as always, leave a comment, let me know what you want to hear more of, what you want to see more of. See you in a minute. I keep saying I'm going to wrap it up and then I see something else that just, I'm thinking, look at that. Wow, I could just look at these views all day long. Those trees. Oh wow. Alright, gotta go now. Gotta go to work. I did say on my last video that I was going to discuss the difference between being a personal trainer versus being an exercise referral personal trainer. But a viewer asked a really great question, so I'm going to answer that today and we'll get back to that on the next video.